What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Draft to Glory. I was just building a draft. I was going to play it and just see how it went. I've been playing a lot of draft recently, and we hit three huge players to start with. So I thought, you know what? Whatever happens, let me take this into Draft to Glory. I've got the 3-4-3 formation, which, funnily enough, I did win a draft with this formation a little earlier on yesterday by the time you're watching this. But we started off, guys, with Eusebio at striker, and what a card he obviously is with that 95 stam, that great jumping and heading, the 5-star, 4-star. We've also got Del Piero, who won me a draft almost single-handedly earlier on today. Again, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and a spectacular card. We've then sadly got Mabil at right wing, and then I hit Team of the Year, Luka Modric. A great card this year, and there's a long way to go on this draft. Now, sadly, we're unlikely to get more icons on the left mid, right mid, unless we get lucky enough to get Ryan Giggs here, which isn't going to happen. This is going to be like a downer for this part. We will take Kingsley Coman there, though. Obviously, he has a nice high-rated card. And we've got another big card here. Ooh, that Bentancur card is very nice. And there's a high chance that we get right mid Cancelo or left mid Costa that pop a lot. Alternatively, we could take James Rodriguez and link him to Coman, but I just don't think I'll be using Coman by the end of this draft. So I'm going to take this Bentancur card. Pablo Sarabia. Ooh, I tell you what. For chemistry, it's a good card. Do you know what? Let's be smart. Let's take Pablo Sarabia there. We'll pop him in. This is going to be another big hit. James Rodriguez again. Jose Callejon, the Spaniard, can link him to Pablo Sarabia. Or Mo Salah that we can put... See, I should have taken Bentancur. Quadrado would have linked. I might take Mo Salah and play him at right wing. Let's do that and swap those two around and hopefully get rid of that right wing for a better player over there. Our centre-backs, sadly, haven't started all too well. Here we go. This is a nice one. Come on. Huge. I really wish I took Bentancur now. We could have some really clean links to him. There's not really anyone I can link here. Like Marquinhos as a Brazilian doesn't link to anyone. Jeremy Mathieu, a Frenchman, doesn't links to Coman. I think I'm going to take Chiellini. You know, we see Szczesny pop a fair bit. So hopefully he'll pop again for us, and we'll take Lenglet there as well. It's still a good draft. We still got a lot of potential on this draft. Can we get... There we go. We get a Szczesny, so we'll take him. 77 chemistry only, but Coman's got to go. The right wing's got to go. And then hopefully we can improve that defense a little bit more. Our attack is fantastic. Our midfield is really strong as well. And we're going to get two very good options. Oblak would work for that La Liga defense. Royce doesn't really work at all. Asensio would work very well at that left mid spot. Links to Modric. And Eden Hazard as a Belgian doesn't really link to anyone. We'll take Asensio. I think that's probably the smartest choice in terms of chemistry. It just works really, really well. Pablo Sarabia still off chem, but not too bad. Next pick is going to be Shaqiri. Strong. Hard links into Salah. We swap those around. That is pretty good. Shaqiri's obviously not great. What's his boost right now? 93 pace, 90. Actually, do you know what? He might be pretty good with that stamina, strength, that pace. He could be all right, man. You know, we mostly just need to get 2 defensive improvements and then 2 super subs, one for Asensio and one for Shaqiri. But the rest of the squad is really clean, and we've got another big card coming up here. Do I take Sandro? Could play him at left mid on 7 chem. Could play him at centre-back on 7 chem. I think I take Sandro. The only other alternative is taking Mbappe. But no, we're going to take Alexandro. I think straight away we do we lose chem? No, we don't lose chem. We just don't gain chem. That's all right. That's a really good set. Now I just need one more defender. We're going to get a nice card here again. Ooh, Thierry Henry. We could pop him out on that left-hand side then. We actually lose chemistry off of that, I guess, because Luka Modric loses the chem. But this is a really good draft. And we're going to get another nice card here as well. Oh my God, Lothar Matthäus. I mean, we got to take him. Now, option 1, we can put him at centre-back. We get a massive chemistry boost there with him at centre-back, taking a team up to 94 chem on a 91 rated squad. Do you know what? He's short, right, which is a problem. 5'9", but he's got great defensive stats. So I don't mind too much playing him. Hopefully we can still pick up a better defender mind, but this team is absolutely mental. Oh my God, that is fantastic. I'm going to take Team of the Year David De Gea. Am I going to start him? I don't know. It impacts our chemistry quite a lot negatively. We'll take Acerbi there. We lose 2 chem points with Acerbi. What about if we switch those around or switch? That takes up to 95. And Lothar Matthäus in there takes up to 100 chemistry. That is now a 191. Sadly, we don't get to use David De Gea. We're going to have to use Szczesny. What I will do, though, is in-game, I will sub Acerbi off, bring Sarabia on for him, and pop Lothar Matthäus in at that central back role. Unless we get something huge here. Oh. It's going to cost us some chemistry. But that is quite a dream. I mean, it's everything you want. We've got inform Cancelo, inform Chiellini, inform Alexandro. They're just in the wrong. They're just centre backs, and that's it. That's the problem. They're just centre backs instead of the fullback positions. The rest of them is absolutely phenomenal. Okay, the draft's kind of slowing down a little bit right here, right now. Give me one good super sub, EA. Richarlison's okay. In terms of offensive super sub, so obviously the first sub, I was going to make Sarabia on, but Sarabia will now be a midfield option for the sub. Now, who would I want to take off? Henry and Del Piero stay. Sandro, Chiellini, and Cancelo stay. Szczesny stays. What I do want to do is I do want to do Chem Styles. I want to get a shadow on him. Do we have any spare shadows? Yes, I want to get a shadow on him. Do we have like a anchor or anything? No, we'll keep a sentinel on Alexandro. The rest of them I don't really care about the Chem Styles because it's just those defenders that I really wanted to get the Chem Styles on. So we'll just leave everything else the same as is. And then we're going to take that final pick. It's not going to be a good card again. Ooh, 88 Di Maria is going to be a good card. That is fantastic. Let's pop him out there. That is fantastic, guys. I mean, I don't like the 2-star weak foot, obviously, but as a super sub, 5-star skill moves, great pace, great dribbling, great passing, good shot power and long shots. Like, our super subs are actually very good now. We've got Richarlison with the 5-star, 4-star, which is great. 5'11", nice stats, not amazing stats. Sarabia into that midfield should we need him. But our team is absolutely spectacular. If we can get a Serie A manager here now, that would be brilliant. Calcio B. That's tough. He's the only one that boosts chemistry as well. Oh no, he can boost chemistry. We'll take the link for Sandro. That is a top draft, guys. 97 chemistry, only 90 rated as well. I don't think we can improve the rating very much at all. We might be able to get it up to a 91 by putting Acerbi for Asensio there and Demir Bay for Coman and then swap those around. So it's not a 91. But my God, what a draft this is. I would like to hope that I can do some really good things with this draft. Let's get into the action and find out. Okay, guys, as we go into the gameplay, the first opponent we come up against has got a 4-2-2 team. Some sensational players in there. Ronaldinho and Maradona. Paul Scholes and Bobby Moore, the prime icons. Team of the Year, De Gea and Kante, Van Dijk in there too. And just generally a pretty awesome squad with Inform Suarez as well. But I've been playing all right FIFA right now, and as you'll hear and see in today's video, the only thing I'm struggling the most with at the moment is figuring out ways to break down the one depth drop back guys. Sometimes I can break them down. Sometimes I come up against somebody who's just, even though they're on drop back, they're just not very good, and so it's easy to still pick the holes and find the spaces and get the shots in. But if somebody's using drop back and they're even half decent at the game, I struggle. And what that comes down to is me just being very, very one-dimensional going forward. So I want to really experiment over the coming days and weeks with figuring out new ways to create chances, whether that be through balls, chip through balls, crossing, new formations, new play styles, maybe playing, high pressure and team pressing instead of playing passive for myself. But in the first game here, guys, we go 3-0 up and eventually we go 4-0 up. Lothar bar. Mateus there stabbing that one home, puts us 4-0 to the good, and my opponent decided to pause it and rage quit at that moment in the game. Very nice indeed, and some really nice goals. And just generally happy. The 3-4-3 is always a very contentious formation, because on the one hand you do overload the attack a lot, and that allows you to create good chances and score lots of goals. On the other hand, you are so bad defensively, or I am anyway defensively terrible, but you're so light on the back line because you only have 3 defenders, no defensive midfielders, no wing backs, just 3 centre-backs. And when you come up against a team like this with 3 prime moment icons, 3 team of the years, an FFS card, a couple of Champions League cards, and an inform in there, especially with that that prime Hullet who is a beast, times are going to be a little bit tough. And we get through here. Del Piero there shoots, the keeper makes a save, but sadly it goes into the back of the net. And this game ended up just being an absolute goal fest. And it was against the viewer. He messaged me afterwards saying GG, so GG to you, my man. And what I loved about this game is, for me, this game was everything what FIFA should be. It was 2 guys just going at each other. Just attack after attack each way. And, instead of it finishing 1-0 or 2-1 with like really boring gameplay and just really like low-end chances, this was just goal after goal after goal. And at one stage, I think there was actually like a period of time where there were 6 goals, kick off one after the other, maybe 5. You'll see it. Not this part here. After 3-3 or 4-2 that I made this, and this is a good finish as well. Eusebio flicks it and volleys. Very nice indeed. After that goal there, we join into the second half now. So the 51st minute, we get the ball here with Eusebio again, drags back, scoops up and volleys home. Fantastic strike. That was in the 52nd minute. We're now into the 53rd minute, and my man plays the ball through, gets the ball to Ruud Hullet, top of the box. He's not going to miss that. And that goes in the 54th minute. And it was just non-stop from this point onwards. 54th minute now leading into the 55th minute. Luka Modric gets into some space, scoops it up, shoots and scores with a time volley. And that was the 55th minute. And then the next goal came just a couple of minutes later again, straight from kickoff again. Ruud Hullet gets the ball, takes a shot, bounces back to him, takes another shot and scores to make it 6-4 in the 57th minute. And then I do believe it was straight after kickoff again that I made it 7-4 here. That was Eusebio getting in behind and a beautiful time finish to that top left-hand corner to make it 7-4. My opponent eventually got a goal back late on in the game in the 84th minute, a ball through to Ruud Hullet, who was just very difficult to deal with. He's an unbelievable player in the game this year. Puts him back in at 7-5, but a 12-goal thriller against Mike there, and just an absolutely sensational game. A lot of fun to play in, back and forth, end-to-end constantly. And as I say, it was just a whole bunch of fun to play in that game. And that's what I wish FIFA was more of. I'd rather lose like 6-5 than 1-0 in a boring game. And speaking of boring games, we came up against this guy here. Not the best team, but not the worst. A couple of really good players in there. But then, base Carl Walker, I think that's Paul Lopez in goal on 7 chem, David Luiz off chem, Ducouré, not the greatest player. And it was into the second half, and it was one of those games where I was like, God, I'm just going to struggle to break this guy down. Eventually, he makes a mistake. I scored from it and he just quit. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Like, I guess his whole plan, the whole game, was to just either hit me on a counter or leave when he conceded a goal. So we got a very easy route into the final, which was quite nice. A 4-0 rage quit, a 7-5 win, and a 1-0 rage quit. And into the final, we'll come up against a really strong team. Vinicius Jr., who is amazing. Patrick Vieira and Figo, prime icon moments. Team of the year Kante, that Ericsson card that's amazing. Lala, who is very, very good as well. The backline, not the most sensational, but once again, this is the game where I'm explaining to you guys it's just hard to break down. Like you can see here as I'm attacking, this guy's got at this moment in time 7 men in the box. And then he's got his Figo just outside of the box and Vinicius Jr. just 10 yards outside of the box on the other side of the field. And that's what this game was like. I don't even know what Salah did there. I have no explanation. With a minute on the clock before half time, and then this guy gets a lucky goal like that. That's tough. That's a tough way to concede. And I thought after I'd gone 1-0 up, I thought, you know what, this is good now because I don't mind that he sits back and sits deep. It's not going to be a problem. Sadly, into the second half, he ends up scoring a really nice goal there with Gareth Bale, just getting him behind the line and just scores a really clean goal. And from that moment onwards, I was just struggling to really create another good opportunity. And you can see here, it's just, all he does is counter. I get a great tackle in there on him. Eventually, he gets the ball back. I get another good tackle on him. I try and clear the ball, but somehow he recovers it. And then a 180 no-look shot from Vinicius Jr. puts it home to make it 3-1. I did get it back to 3-2 with 20 minutes left on the clock block. Eusebio gets into the box, and again, he's got 7 men in the box and 2 men right outside the box. So 9 of his 10 outfield players are just in and around the box, and I just struggle to break it down. And I did create some good opportunities, and they just didn't go in for me. Just missing with the volley from Henry off the post with Salah there. Off the post again with who was that? That was Shaqiri there. And then I thought Eusebio should have done better with that. So ultimately, guys, we end up losing that game 3-2. I felt like I created more than enough opportunities to be able to win the game. His keeper made 7 saves, and just generally, I just dominated the game. But that's my problem right now, guys. I'm really struggling to break down these one-depth guys. That is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the packs. All right, guys, so a draft final loss with this team. I did think I had done enough to win the game there. My opponent got 2 incredibly lucky goals, specifically the one on the stroke of half-time. It was Mo Salah was back defending. I guess I had a corner. And for some reason, with no one around him for 10-15 yards, no pressure on the ball or anything, he kind of bicycle kicked thin air and fell over. And my opponent got in, then hit the post. I then intercepted the rebound with Alexandro, who just didn't react, and the opponent stabbed it home for 1-1. And then his third goal was also very, very lucky. Tried to clear the ball, hit my own defender. But aside from the luck of my opponent's goals, that's just part and parcel of FIFA, I think. What I'm just struggling to do a lot is I'm struggling to convert chances against people that play drop back. Sometimes, like, I can do, if the opponent's just, like, generally quite bad at the game, it's not really a problem because they just leave a lot of spaces and stuff. But that guy, he wasn't bad at FIFA. He wasn't amazing at FIFA. Obviously, he was good enough to beat me today. But he was so deep, so defensive, and you saw the match stats there. Like, I just dominated the game, had more possession, better pass accuracy, more tackles, more shots on target, and ultimately I lost to 3 counterattacks. And you would think that the response areas just also play drop back, but it's really weird in FIFA because if you play drop back but you hold the ball a lot more than your opponent, what happens is your team just naturally progresses up the field as you start getting more players involved in the play. And even if we just take my midfield and attack, that's now 7 of my players that I've moved up the field and only 3 defenders left, and it just leaves me wide open for counters. So I need to figure out a way on how to break down the defenses of people there. Once I can do that, I feel like I could win every draft. Even in this draft, I had the 3-4-3 formation, which is a good formation, not a sensational formation. And we dominated a lot. 4-0, 7-5, 1-0. And then we lose 2-3 in the final. So it's a bit of a tough loss to take. It really is. We get a Jumbo Premium Gold Pack and a Premium Gold Players Pack. That's not too bad. It is a bit of a tough loss to take. As I say, especially because I just feel like I did enough to win the game. That's all. I hit the post twice, I think. Once with a really simple chance. I missed 2 easy chances as well. Once with Henry and once with Shaqiri. And I just feel like I should have done better. But it's on me to learn to get better and to improve so that next time we don't lose to a player like that and we end up just dominating them and smashing them. And the only way to do that is to keep playing, keep practicing, and get better. We should be able to make profit off of this draft just because of the sheer volume of items that we're going to get. 2 cam to centre mids is good as well. I think they're like 1,600 coins. Maybe they've even gone up. Yeah, 1,800 coins. So 3,600 coins back from that with the players, and then a 25k pack as well. We're definitely going to be in a good spot with making enough coins back here to cover the entry for the draft, which is of course pretty good. And who knows? Maybe our luck's in on this 25k pack. I mean, it would be nice. I have hit a few walkouts from drafts recently, but mostly from the 50ks and 100ks that we got. No walkout here. A board would be nice. A board it is. Let's go. So we do get ourselves a nice card. Is it going to be an 85 Brazilian? Centre mid, it's Allen. Again, that's a duplicate for me now. But a nice 84 rated card. I think he's going for about 6,000 or 7,000 coins right now. So we are, again, 100% going to make profit. We also get 83 Kagawa. Not really worth too much. I'll hold on to him for the time being. We'll send everything else into the club. Did we get some more sales there? We did. So, Huame, Jesus. This guy's selling for like 1,500 coins. So we'll drop him. We'll sell him there, 1,500s. Bobo here is like looking like 400 coins. So we'll discard him. So we're 100% making profit here. This guy's going to be like 1,200 coins as well. Yeah, we've made probably about 5,000 to 8,000 coins here, which is okay for losing in the final, to be fair. Forest we can discard. And then Alan right now is selling for about 8,000 coins. That's fantastic. We'll get him gone straight away. We'll list him up 7.5 to 8.5 and see if he just goes to 8.5. So a really, really good return on coins there. Very, very delighted with that. Can't complain about it at all. This is going to be the end of the video for now. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rate, and comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.